Nice hat.
Wrong pipe.
We are. Good morning.
Good morning, Denise. You're all choked up.
I know it. Wrong pipe.
You see that right there?
Looks like a passport.
I'm ready for a trip.
That's what mine looks like.
I'm ready for a trip.
I just got my real ID, got my passport. I'm ready to rock and roll.
Rock and roll, hoochie coo.
Awesome.
Rock and roll. That's an old song. Good morning, DeLon. DeLon.
I got that song in my head all day. Thanks, Alan.
Yeah.
AJ,
Rock and roll.
what's on?
You are the song lady. When we were, just so you know, hey, Rebecca, hey, AJ, when we were out on trips, when we go on these event trips, and we go somewhere where they play music, not a single song ever came on that Denise didn't know every word.
Seriously.
Every single word. Hey, Lori, how are you? Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Touchstone Tuesday. Also, it's Testimonial Tuesday. Also, it's Team Builder Tuesday. Also, it's In the Month Tuesday. So anytime that you're in the month, you got to go back and look at your month and look at what you've done and look at what you've said. Hey, what were my goals? What were my trackers? So just a little tracker reminder. Some of you are not using the tracker, and that's okay. Some of you want to use the tracker and you're scared. Some of you are using it and you're getting great results. So good for you. Off to the next subject. The topic for today is the 28th of the month. The topic for today was 4 ways you can build or have close the month strong. Close the month strong. Today's the 28th. And, you know, the 28th, for those of you who don't know, whether you're watching replay or live, hopefully you're watching the replay before midnight tonight, is the last day you can make sponsor changes. Okay, now what does that mean? That means that I enrolled Lisa, and I enrolled Denise. Okay. And so as the month goes on, you know, Lisa's doing well and she's growing and I want to help her with some volume. And so I call up Lisa and I say, hey, Lisa, you are 500 away from the next rank advance, whatever that might be. And I'm just using these numbers. Sometimes it's 1,000. Sometimes it's 1,500. I have some volume under me, literally, that I can move. Now you need 500 more. Today's the 28th of the month. And a lot of times I'll do this earlier than the 28th. 26th, 27th. 28th is the last day you can officially move in and say, hey, send an email to support and say, hey, I'd like to make these moves. And so I say to Lisa, you know, if you can do 300, you can come up with 300 of the 500, I can move 200 in volume under you. So it's if you do this, I'll do that. Get back with me and let me know you can do that, okay? Or if I'm talking live. Because we don't want to give them fish. We want to teach them to fish, okay? And so Lisa says, yep, I'm all in. We work with her. We look at her team. We work at what she's doing. And see, now a lot of times people get confused because then when Lisa does that, then I can make the moves and move. And see, I never change enroller. I'm still the enroller of Denise. And I moved Denise under Lisa, so I still get the 25% check match on Denise. Lisa then gets, now think about this, when you move someone under somebody else, they get for life all the benefits, all the volume, all the incentives, all that residual that comes from that person I moved under. So when you're moving somebody, it's not just helping them reach that next rank. It's helping them from now through eternity. And let's just say that Denise, who I move under Lisa, creates an ambassador team, 500,000 in volume. Well, Lisa benefits from that, So when you move somebody, it's more than just hey, here you go, help you get that rank. Hey, you're going to get the benefits of this person forever because you're only allowed to change sponsors once. Okay. So, and so now, so that's one way, one way of helping close your month strong. And you do that. The next way is start from the bottom. Okay. As a leader of a team, whether you've got 5 people on your team or 5,000 people on your team, you want to constantly be watching your back office and looking for that newest person to come on board, that newest VBO. And especially advantage VBOs. See, I look at my downline in my back office every single day. I get up in the morning and I look at it probably 4 or 5 times a day. Your downline shows you who all came in on your team. Okay. Does it show you that if you're not director? No. Okay. There's an incentive to get to director. Okay. So, but if you're not director, chances are you can go to your sponsor tree and see who's new. And if you're keeping up with your business, when somebody new comes in, you'll see them, And if I've got a small team and I'm not director, I'm probably in communication with my builders, my leaders. I'm in communication with Lisa and Denise every day. So we know. Lisa's like, hey, I just brought on an advantage member, Joe Smith, and Joe is this. And Denise says, hey, I just brought on a new VBO, and they're this. And so then I can say to them, well, what's the goal? What are we looking at? How can I help? What are we doing? Blah, blah, blah. Allergy, sorry. So one of the things that I would do is I would say to Lisa, hey, Lisa, you've got this person below you and below them. Let's look down your tree together. And let's look at these people below you. Hey, Denise, who have you got down your tree and who can we help and who can we work? Now, here's the deal. Is the goal is as you do this as a leader, and if you're not confident with it, then get with somebody above you that can help you do that. Okay. So because the person that just brought you on may not know how to do this, and that's okay. The person that brought them on may not know how to do this. That's okay. You're going to be all working together, and we're going to find that person. If you've got to reach all the way up to Denise or to Lisa or whatever, then that's where you're at. And then so what Lisa's going to do is Lisa's going to get you on a 3-way with your enrollers, maybe a 4-way, and we're going to talk about how this works. You see, because the goal is that when we are standing over there, in the back of the room, and we've got 10,000 people in the room, and these people come up on stage and they start telling their story, and they're doing a training on this. They're doing a training. They're in front of 10,000 people and they're doing a training. And the training they're doing is exactly like I'm teaching right now, exactly like what we would do. And I'm going to go, hey, Lisa, who is that? And Lisa's going to go, I don't know. Denise, who is that? And Lisa's going to go, oh, that is Susie. She's under Mark and Bill. Remember Mark and Bill? And under Mark and Bill enrolled Mary, and Mary enrolled John, and John enrolled that couple. And they are they're regional executives, and they're rocking. And the training that you hear them doing is exactly the training that we do. That's what duplication's all about. That's how you get a massive team, if you want to know. Okay, is everybody doing the exact same thing and duplicating? So you're going to go reach down the bottom. That's number 2. Okay. Number 3 is you're going to find people that may have earned commission, but haven't placed enough orders to get the commission. Now I'm looking at a team here. Okay. And so there's a lot of volume here, but here's, let's go down here. Here is a lady. See this right here, Carol? I don't know how we all can see this. This is Carol Ann Huntz. And Carol has 1,058 OV in her downline. But Carol's not placed an order this month. So my question would be, can Carol make commissions? She's got 777 in one leg and 281 in another leg. So yes, if Carol places 100 PV order, Carol is going to make some commission. Now, I have had people say to me before, yeah, but she's only going to make $40. Don't let that worry you. Don't let that worry you. Because see, I want Carol to know, hey, Carol, just so you know, you've got some commission available to you. I don't know exactly how much it is. It's, some of these people might be new, but it's probably, around 40, $50, maybe even some weekly stuff that you brought some people in on. And if you place an order, you'll be qualified to earn that commission. You'd be surprised at the number of times that Carol goes, really? Oh my gosh, I didn't know. Thank you for telling me. And now Carol, and see, I'm in the sponsor tree is what you're looking at right here. So whether you're a director or not, you have access to this. Okay. So Carol may not know. And then if I look under Carol, here is Amisha something. Okay. She's got 281. Okay. Well, that 281 is all in one leg, and it's part of Doris. Doris is an Advantage member. And if I say to Doris, well, Doris, looks like Doris enrolled somebody new this month. Looks like Doris enrolled 2 new people this month. Looks like Doris enrolled, these 3, if these are new enrollees, Doris, as an Advantage member, can get paid 25% commission on them. Okay. But Doris has only got 28 PV. So I reach out to Doris and I say, hey, Doris, you see what I'm doing? I'm going down. I found Carol. I found Doris. Doris, did you know? And see, here's the mistake that we make a lot of times. I used to make this mistake all the time. Okay. And I learned from it because I was kind of hesitant to reach out to Doris because I thought, Doris is an Advantage member. I'm sure she knows the rules, right? I'm sure she's on top of this. And Doris was enrolled by, she was enrolled by Amisha. Amisha is now a customer. So Amisha has dropped off, has not renewed her membership. When you're a VBO and you don't renew your membership, you become a customer. So Doris doesn't have her enroller's gone. And even if her enroller isn't gone, and she may not know. She may not know. So I'm going to at least let her know. You see? So I'm reaching down line about moving sponsorship to help people rank advance. I'm looking for people who have commission eligible for them. Don't worry about how much it is. It's commission. I got embarrassed one time. 2 stories. Denise and I were talking about my stories earlier. I got embarrassed one time. I got embarrassed by somebody that I personally enrolled, and they had been with me for probably a year and a half, and they didn't place an order, and they had commissions eligible. It wasn't a lot. It was like 200 and some bucks. And they called me up like 3 days later and went, oh my gosh, I forgot to order. Now she didn't call me out. She didn't say it was my fault, but I felt guilty. I felt guilty because I hadn't told her that. I got a call been 4 years ago now. It's getting close to it again. It was on August the 4th, and Eddie called me. Eddie said, hey, you got a minute? I'm like, sure. Eddie goes, hey, man, I know you're busy. I know you got a lot going on, but Chad under you changed his auto ship. He's been 100 PV auto ship every month, and he changed his, I don't know what he ordered, but he's 82 PV. He's got commissions available, so he needs to call up, place a order for Pure Body for $20 and have the girls backdated so he can get his commission. Now, you think when the owner calls you that it's a big deal, right? This guy's commission was like $400. And so, but let me tell you something. He was so excited when I called him. He was so appreciative that I called him and said, hey, guess what? So as you're looking down line, you're going to see people who, have the opportunity to earn commissions and haven't done it. Here's another one, Robert Segal. He's got quite a bit of commission, looks like, because he's got two legs that are pretty evenly spread out. And so you may have to go down a pretty good ways to start looking at these, but you're hoping that your upline, your downline, your people will catch that. And if you teach them properly, they will. And if they teach their downline, and who teaches their downline, who teaches their line, who teaches their downline. You with me? I mean, I got a call this morning from somebody who was like level, I don't know, way down there, asking me a simple question, and I thought, where's your, that's an interesting question. I would think you'd know that. So that's another way to do it. And the other way is to incentivize your people. The last way to do it is this, is pay attention to your business and pay attention to your prospects. Now, because today's the 28th and it's 11:16, and Lisa's giving me that get off the phone line look. My calendar's giving me a hard time, Denise. Bear with me. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to anticipate that we're going to close the month 1 week from today, the 4th. So we allow people to backdate orders. I don't ever count on that. That's if I'm in a rough situation, or if all of a sudden, Susie told me, yes, I'm going to get there, and Susie didn't. And then we go, well, Susie, who can we call? Because it's Saturday the 1st or Monday the 3rd, and I help her call, and we call some people, and we get some people, and I call up and go, Susie was, 200 short, and we got 2 people. Can we backdate it? You know what I mean? That's kind of where I don't want to rely on the extra days. Okay. But there's people out there, and so you'd be surprised that people who are in your downline, who it's the 28th, and who have given up. They've given up. They've given up on that rank. They think there's no way. It's too far. It's too much. It's no way. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I said, hey, you know what? You can enroll 8 people and get there. 8 people. Because they're like 3,700 away from the next rank. I said, you can enroll 8 people and get there. And they said, 8 people? I said, yeah, 8 Advantage members, you're there. And they went, I never thought about it that way. I never thought about it that way. I said, really, you just need 7 and somebody with a 250 PV order. 7 Advantage members.
Over until it's over.
It's not over.
It's not over because the month starts new and you start again.
That's right.
I love that. It's not over till it's over. So our job now as leaders, if you're a leader and if you're building, is to reach down to that person and just like Denise said, hey girl, we're not giving up yet. Let's look at the options. What can we do? Who do you know? Not only who do you know, but I go, hey Lisa, who do you know? Hey Denise, who do you know? Hey Mary, who do you know? Hey, I'm going to go all the way down their list. And let's just say they have 25 people in their downline. That's all they've got. And we get 12 of them, less than half, to order 100 PV. That's 1,200.
Yeah.
See, people don't, so it's, inch by inch, it's a cinch. So I just wanted to kind of say that today because today is the 28th. I want to remind everybody, last day to make sponsorship changes. There are ways. Reach out to your upline if you need help, encouragement, guidelines. Reach out to support if you've got questions. And that's all I got. Anything y'all want to tag on to that, ladies?
I already did.
Yeah, I think it's great. And I think that teaches a lot when you look in your downline. We've seen it happen before, what we can create at the end of the month. So
I can tell you we're looking at a couple of people that we're running for director, and we're going, okay, let's get them there. Let's do what we can. Let's investigate it. We got 2 new national directors this month already. And I got to go look at what else because the reports are messed up this morning, by the way. If you're looking for reports, ranks, and rank advancements, I've already talked to Susie and Susan in the office, and she's on it. She's on it. So I'm having to do the old slow, methodical way. All right. I appreciate everyone on here. Love you guys.
Thanks
Appreciate
much.
it. Talk to you soon.
Bye, everybody.
Guys.